Hey everybody, Joe Nitrate here. I wanted to make my first combo video for Tekken 7 featuring Julia with some pretty basic combos. You know, these combos will not be optimal damage combos, but enough to get you started in playing ranked online. Before we get into the actual combos, I just want to go over the names of some of the moves I'll be using. Start with forward forward 1. This move is referred to as Party Crasher. Next is Shotgun, which is down forward 1. There we go. Call that Shotgun, and you can follow it up with 4, which will put her into Clockwork Evasive stance. I call that a Shotgun Spin. There you go, that's what that looks like. Down forward 3, just call that Knee. Forward 3 is Swift Step, and forward 3-1, that move I call Lashing Arrow. I believe that's just what the game calls it. Full crouch, down forward 4-3 is Bow and Arrow. You have to be in full crouch, you can't do this from standing. And new for Season 3 is her air throw, or just, you could do it out of Swift Step as well. And this, I just call this Shining Wizard, like King's Throw. It's forward 3, 1+2. That's neutral, and you can do it while they're in midair, which we'll see in combos. So Julia is a super interesting character in that she can have some of the most basic combos that I have ever seen. And a lot of launchers, you can just do a bunch of Party Crashers into wall running 2-1. And you could do that off of almost any launcher. The corkscrew I use there is forward 4-1. I'm sorry, forward 1-4 rather. And just about any launcher, you can do that. And that ends with while running 2-1 as the combo ender. If you want to use this extremely basic combo, some launchers will require a knee first. A good example is counter hit down back 1. You can't hit a Party Crasher right after it. But if you throw that knee in there, then you'll be able to start with your Party Crashers. Again, this is super basic, but it's honestly not that bad, surprisingly. So for each launcher, I'm going to go over a couple different combos, usually just 2. One that's better for wall carry and one that's better for just straight up damage. We'll start with her hop kick, up forward 4-3. Looks like that. It'll be up forward 4-3, standing 4, 2 shotgun spins followed by a finisher, or corkscrew, then a finisher. So the wall carry combo looks like this. Whoops. There we go. Sometimes that wall running 2-1 can be a little hard to hit. Basically, you're looking to kind of just hit the tip of their foot when you launch them very far in a wall carry combo. So again, that's up forward 4-3 for the hop kick, a standing 4, shotgun spin 1, shotgun spin 1, Party Crasher 4, into wall running 2-1. You definitely got to get deep with that Party Crasher, otherwise it's not going to work. And 63 damage off that. That's your wall carry combo. Now for more damage, you will do the same combo up to the second shotgun spin, in which you'll spin, go to neutral, and do down forward 4, 2, 3. And then you'll run up, do a down forward 2 into swift step, which is forward 3, and Shining Wizard, which looks like this. It's only 2 extra damage, but, you know, it's something. And that's better for if, say, your back is at one end of the stage, and you know there's just no way you can carry him all the way to the wall. You might as well get that little bit of extra damage off of it. Continuing, the next launcher is down forward 2-1. Looks like that. This one's a little bit harder. It's down forward 2-1, and then you're going to do a lashing arrow, a knee, 1 shotgun spin, and then you'll either screw with shotgun spin, neutral, down forward 4, 2, 3, or you'll spin with a party crasher 4. Let's start with the wall carry combo. With that party crasher corkscrew, you really got to get in there deep. And then for the damage version, next launcher is quarter circle forward 2, which is going to be the exact same combos as down forward 2-1. Looks like this. And this is a nice launcher because it can crush highs. You know, it's not super reliable on crushing highs, but it will crush them. And it's just going to be the exact same combo. Alternately. Ah. You turn the recording on, you can't play Tekken anymore. So yeah, you dash to the down forward 2 and do swift step 1+2. Oh man. So it's a little bit more difficult. There we go. If you're still watching this video at this point, then hey, good for you, man. I appreciate you. So all those combos for Coast Circle Forward 2 are the same as down forward 2-1. Next is side step 3+4. Looks like this. In that, you're going to, after the launcher, you're going to hit them with a knee and then do your shotgun spins. Pretty typical. A lot of these combos you'll notice will look very similar. That's for damage, and then it's the same as basically your hop kick for wall carry. There's that. It's more of a gimmick launcher than anything else, and depending on how deep you sidestepped, you can be a bit off axis, which will mess you up. Next launcher is swift step up forward 3+4. This is another kind of gimmicky launcher, but while you're in Swift Step, highs will miss you during certain parts of the animation, and the launcher itself gets under highs and maybe even some mids. Looks like that. On this one, you're going to want to shotgun after, you're going to want to party crasher after you do the launcher, and then go into your shotgun spins. There's your wall carry. And there's your damage. Next is not what you would consider a typical launcher. It's back 4. This is a plus on block homing move. It's a high. Doesn't really look like much of a launcher, but you can get about 57 damage off of it if you micro dash after you connect, do a down forward 3+4, do shotgun spin 2, and then while running 2-1. This is not easy, by the way. I mean, you just gotta practice it. The best thing I found is I start my micro dash when her kicking foot kind of hits the ground, and it's a very small dash. And if you find that too hard, I believe down back 4-1 is guaranteed. So it's significantly less damage, but it's very easy. I believe you can get War Drums 2 off of it as well. Or, sorry, War Drums 1. It's less damage, though, and harder execution. And if you're going to do the hard one, the full combo off of it, you're going to want to, on the finisher, make sure you are running, otherwise you're going to get forward 2. Which isn't that much less damage, but it's less damage, and we don't want that. Next launcher is back 1+2. Looks like this. It's a mid launcher. I believe it's -14, so pretty unsafe. Good range, though. And this puts him into a crumple stun. And most combos for Julia, the basic combos, when you get a crumple stun, all the combos pretty much end up looking the same. You're going to do a bow and arrow, a knee, 3 party crashers, with the last one being the corkscrew, and then while running 2-1. That combo will work off just about any crumple stun. Next is her Unblockable, which is a launcher, forward 1+4. Looks like this. Now, obviously, super gimmicky. I do believe it has a cancel, though. Yeah, it's got a cancel. So this one is going to be an up forward neutral 4, followed by the regular shotgun spin combo. You know, ton of damage, but I mean, maybe you could pull this kind of stuff off in green ranks. Maybe once in a blue moon you'll catch someone off guard with it. You know, if you're really down on life, you feel like you're going to lose anyway, screw it. You know, that could definitely turn the tide of a fight if you manage to hit it, but don't rely on it. You know, do it for the lulz. Next is while standing 1. This is the same combo as your hop kick. So that's standing 4 into shotgun spins. And alternately this works. I promise you it works. There we go. And then next is back 3-4. This is another really gimmicky launcher because it's not guaranteed. So the first hit does not guarantee the second. And if you get the second hit block, you're going to get blown up. But if they don't block the second hit, you know, if you're playing in lower ranks or maybe they just didn't expect it, this combo uses the same as other crumple combos. Which is bow and arrow, knee, 3 party crashers with the last one being your screw while running 2-1. And the next one isn't exactly a combo, but I wanted to include it because it's kind of important and it does a ton of damage. It's a while running 1, which can be followed up with while running 2-1. For 51 damage, which is quite a bit off of a while running 1. Also keeping in mind that it is plus a few frames on block. It's a high, so it can be ducked. And if you find that a little too hard, you can do forward 4-2, which you might end up with on accident, but it does hit. I think you just need to get a little deeper. Alternately, I believe forward 4-3 would work as well. And that's 44 damage. Could have swore that worked. I believe it does. Maybe I'm just not doing it fast enough. But if you want to do the while running 2-1 follow-up, as soon as it connects, you pretty much want to be inputting the while running 2-1. And you'll get it. Next, we'll take a look at the counter hit combos. Starting with Magic 4. It's 11 frame, you know, high, pretty typical Magic 4. And the combo is a little bit difficult for it. Alternately, if you... Not only does she have just 4, but you could do 4-4-4. Which, if you counter hit, the last hit will connect. which isn't great, but it's not horrible. So after the Magic 4 counter hit, you want to do a fast, deep Party Crasher, followed by the usual shotgun spins. Typical combo there. There we go. Next is the back one combo, which will be the same as your hop kick combo. A standing 4, followed by shotgun spins. .70 damage is not bad off of a counter hit. This move is a little slow though. I believe it's 18 frames. Next is down back 1, which will be your typical crumple combo of bow and arrow, knee, 3 party crashers, screwing with the last one while running 2-1. Sorry. This move seems like it might get under highs. It does sometimes, not all of them. It's unsafe on block, but not very unsafe. Maybe minus 13. Correct me if I'm wrong. Next is up forward 1. This move definitely crushes highs. Looks like that. Like the Magic 4 combo, you're going to go in with a fast and deep Party Crasher, followed by your shotgun spins and whatever ender you want. Timing on this is pretty precise, so you definitely need to practice it. I need to practice it. Next is the second hit, forward 1-4. If only the second hit counter hits, that will corkscrew him. And you'll need to do a quick wall running 3, hit him with a knee, and then 4 party crashers with adding the 4 onto the last one. For a total of 66 damage. A good way to make this happen is just do a couple party crashers, you know, in neutral, moving around. And then the 4 on the party crasher is very delayable, and you want to make them think that you're not going to add it on and delay it. You'll get the counter hit and go for the combo. This one's also a bit tough. But very useful if you delay that 4 off of Party Crasher. The next one is just a regular old 1 out of spin. You can manually spin with 3+4. This one leaves you a little off axis, but the crumple combo will typically work. Which is bow and arrow, knee, 3 party crashers screwing with the last one while running 2-1. Doing two party crashers will be a lot more consistent though, especially because depending on how much you delay the one, depends on, it'll leave you a little more or less off axis. And if you counter hit too far off axis, you will not get the launcher off it. You can do 3 party crashers, but it's a bit tougher. Next is spin 1+2. It's going to be similar to the hop kick combo, except for the standing 4, you're going to use the knee, because it just lines you up better, because you'll be a bit off axis for this one too. And if you use the standing 4, I don't believe you can get the Shining Wizard Ender with the same combo. I believe the down forward 4 will miss. Let's try that. Yeah, it's just because you're off axis. Next, out of Swift Step, either 4 or 2. That's the 4. That's the 2. They both use the same exact combo. It's just the regular crumple combo. And Swift Step 4 uses the same thing. And the last combo, that is the last combo we're going to be looking at. So these are just basic combos for Julia. Even though they're basic, you saw me mess them up a million times. They do require some execution and practice. One of the harder things is getting the forward 1 after the knee, because there's very specific timing to it. You can't start buffering it as soon as the knee hits. You'll just get a jab. So once the foot that she did the knee with is on the ground, you can start putting in your party crasher. If you do it too soon, like I said, you'll just get a jab. So that's one of the harder parts, and getting the lashing arrow after like a down forward 2-1. And when you're in a stage with walls, if you get a high wall splat off of your while running 2-1 finisher, pretty much the easiest thing you could do when you wall splat them is to do your hop kick with a 1 at the end. So up forward 4-3-1. And against the wall, that'll hit quite hard. Another option is to do down forward 2, back forward 1, which is actually not on the move list, but it looks like this. That'll hit quite hard after wall splat. I don't know if they fixed the issue from Season 2 where sometimes it'll side switch you with your opponent. So I typically use up forward 4-3-1 because it's just easier. And that's going to do it for today's basic combos with Julia. If you want to look for even more damage, because her optimal combos do get quite a bit more damage, go talk to Fergus on Twitter. I'm sure he will be very happy to hear from you. He's a very friendly guy, and he's a very good Julia player. You can check out his YouTube channel as well. I don't know if he's specifically done an optimal combo video with Julia, but you'll see him do them. All right, everybody, have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed Julia in Season 3. Take care.